Good evening, my friends and family. Good evening, Thomas and Lily, and Carly and Claire, and Aiden, and Addie, and Leah, and Adeline. It's so good to be with y'all tonight, and also to anyone else who is watching, welcome. So tonight we're going to talk about God's promise to Abraham. And this is our ornament for tonight. This is the one, it shows Abraham's tent. And Abraham loved God, and God gave him many blessings. A wife named Sarah, many servants, lots of land and sheep and cattle, and great riches. He even had his own army. But God also gave Abraham a very special promise. He said, I'm going to make you into a great nation. And through your family, everyone on earth will be blessed. Wow, that's a big promise, isn't it? This was the promise of the Savior. And who is our Savior? That's Jesus. The Savior would be a blessing to everyone on earth, and he would come from Abraham's family. There was only one problem. Abraham and Sarah didn't have any children, and they were getting very old. One night, God wanted to reassure Abraham that the promise would come true. He appeared to Abraham in a vision. He took Abraham outside his tent, and he said, look up into the sky and count the stars, if you can. Excuse me. Abraham could not count all the stars. There were too many, and the stars for anyone to count. And if you went outside right and looked out when the stars were out, you wouldn't be able to count all the stars either. Then God said, that's how big your family will be. Too many to count. Wow, can you believe that? Abraham believed God's promise, and he kept waiting. Another time, Abraham was sitting at the door of his tent, and 3 visitors came to talk to him. It was actually the Lord and 2 angels. The Lord told him in 1 year he and Sarah would have a son. Now Sarah was hiding inside the tent so she could listen. When she heard this, she laughed to herself. I'm too old to have a child, she thought. But the Lord knew she was there, and he knew she laughed. And he said, why did Sarah laugh? Is anything too hard for the Lord? What do you think happened? Well, God's promises came true. 1 year later, when Abraham was 100 years old and Sarah was 99 years old, Sarah had a baby boy. Wow. And they named him Isaac, which means laughter. Now, how did God keep his promise to Abraham? He sent him a son named Isaac. And many years later, he sent the Savior, Jesus. So as we hang the tent on the Jesse tree, here's an Advent promise for you and me. God promised Abraham that he could have a son and that the Savior would come from his family. And you know what? He did many years later. But God kept his promise to Abraham. And you know what? God keeps his promise to us too. So I hope all you are enjoying the stories that we're sharing every night and putting the ornaments on our Jesse tree. Get your mommy or someone to copy out these on my daily devotions that I have for the grown-ups. I have the link, the website link to get the ornaments to print out. So make sure you ask them to go and print them out for you so you can put your own ornaments on the Jesse tree. And I just got a little Christmas tree from the dollar store. And that's what I'm going to put my ornaments on. So I hope all of you had a blessed day. And it's Friday and it's the weekend. And I hope you all are going to have fun over the weekend. But don't forget to come back tomorrow night so that you can hear day 5 of our Advent. All right, thank you so much, guys. I hope you're enjoying this, and I will see you all tomorrow night. God bless. Bye.